What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to Redemption with Jaden. We're going to be doing something probably a little bit different than what you were expecting this week's video to be, because I've been doing videos from the Lackey Grand Prix, number 3, Electric Bumblebee, all that stuff. This week would have been round 4, and it is round 4, and we're going to show you that video eventually, but not yet. Because the deck that I used against Luke it's the same deck that I'm using in this video, but the things that I wanted to do, I guess the thing I wanted to do with this deck, and that I wanted to like be the debut of the deck, was not something that the deck that Luke was using in the tournament game was going to allow me to do. So I think to some degree for my own kind of selfish reasons, but also I think for entertainment purposes, like or entertainment value, I wanted to show you guys this deck doing, maybe accomplishing what it set out to do, or at least getting close, and kind of putting the pieces together so that you can at least tell what's going on, because the game initially with Luke, it just wasn't going to happen, and you'll see why once we get to that video, which should be coming out not too long after. I don't think I'm going to wait a whole week to do that one, because we've got other Lackey Grand Prix top cut stuff going on now. I guess, yeah. I'll talk more about the top cut stuff in the next video, in that video with Luke, because I won't have to go over the deck because it's the same. And yeah, that's the actual Lackey Grand Prix video. This one is basically just a regular video. So let's go ahead and get into the deck. What if I told you that, I guess you've always heard the best defense is a good offense, right? You don't really need defense if your offense can just be fast enough to win the game before your opponent does, and you don't need your defense to block them, because you're just rescuing every turn. Well, that may have been more viable in the past than it is now, but what if I told you that the best offense was a good defense? That was kind of viable with like Heroless and that kind of stuff. Eventually, you do have to have some heroes. You do have to go out and make rescue attempts and whatever, and rescue lost souls that way, because that's how the game is won, and thematically, that's how the game should be won. Your heroes are rescuing lost souls. But what if I told you that there was a way to rescue lost souls with your defense? Wahaha. All right, enter this deck. It looks really weird. Okay, for one, there's 63 cards. You probably haven't counted yet, but you could probably just visually see that there are too many cards in this deck. Probably should have gotten it down to 57, but kind of there's part of the reasoning of maybe being able to hide lost souls a little bit by being at the 63 less lost soul. I guess like the lost souls are more diluted than they would be at 57. But anyways, there's definitely a reason for this deck being more cards and being defensive heavy, because it needs to slow down your opponent, because of the little combo that we got going on in here. Maybe you can spot it just by looking at the deck and me talking. Okay, fine. I'll just get into it. So you guys know there are alternative ways to rescue lost souls, particularly with, Dominance, so Son of God, Chariot of Fire. And there are also a few enhancements that let you rescue lost souls. So we've got Lamb's Righteousness, which says if rescuing in your hero's opposed, you can rescue a captured hero in opponent's territory. If you could capture a rescued hero in their land of redemption, that would be something. Probably not very thematic for this card. Anyway, that would be an evil card. There's also, the ones like Eternal Inheritance, which it's if rescuing in a Covenant is active and you're blocked, then you can rescue a lost soul and the battle continues as a battle challenge. Opponent might play an enhancement. There's the new one, Lost Sheep, that has you reserve a bunch of heroes if you're rescuing, and then lets you rescue a lost soul. So you got to play all these in battle. I mean, the Exodus too has a unity clause saying rescuing heroes Exodus. It says if a bonus deck has 10 or fewer cards, rescue your Exodus hero. So as you may have learned, well, as you should probably unlearn if you watched Tyler's video a few weeks ago and didn't see kind of his I don't know, it wasn't really an apology, just noting that not that it needed to be, just noting that it didn't actually work the way that he thought it could. You can't be rescuing and then rescue a lost soul with an ability like this, or rescue a hero with an ability like this, and then rescue again, or like, the battle will continue as a battle challenge. That's kind of just the way that it works. That's why cards like the Exodus and Lost Sheep that were more recently printed don't have a clause like Lamb's Righteousness saying you can't rescue additional cards, or like Eternal Inheritance, which says battle continues as a battle challenge. So what was I going to say? Okay, so there's a lot of things going on in this deck that have to kind of come together to make this work. But the main things is that with the Exodus, all that part of like the rescuing and that stuff is in the identifier. So you don't actually have to be rescuing in order to get this effect, as long as you're copying the Exodus instead of actually playing it. So identifiers are not copied when you copy the special ability of a card. So for instance, if you imitate your undesirables, you don't have to have the unity on undesirables because it's NT Lost Soul unity in order for imitate to work. So if you imitate undesirables, and either you draw an OT Lost Soul, which seems pretty unlikely if you're playing undesirables, but maybe somebody captures your Old Testament human into your land of bondage, and that messes with your New Testament Lost Soul unity. So then, if you imitate undesirables, the copy of undesirables still works because it doesn't see, I guess, or doesn't have the unity clause. And there are, as far as I know, like 2 ways in rotation at least to copy enhancements, and only 1 on defense that copies an enhancement anywhere in play. So Mimicking Miracles says if used by a magician, you may copy the special ability of an enhancement until end of turn. So as long as your opponent has 10 or fewer cards in their deck, and the Exodus is in play, you can play Mimicking Miracles to copy its special ability and rescue one of your Exodus heroes, either in territory or in the main battle if you're doing it in a side battle, which seems a little bit silly to do that, because if you rescue a lost soul in a side battle, it doesn't turn the main battle into a battle challenge. Yeah, you can still rescue in that battle because it's battle specific. Whether or not that changes because of this, I mean, this doesn't seem overly broken. And it doesn't have to be in a side battle. I can just do it when my opponent attacks, and then I can block with Egyptian Magicians and play Mimicking Miracles, and rescue a hero at that point. So the rule would probably have to be something about defensive cards rescuing lost souls. So, but like I said, it's not broken. It would really just be more of a thematically, is this a thing that we want to be possible thematically in the Game of Redemption, where heroes and dominance, where good stuff is supposed to be rescuing the lost souls, not the evil stuff. So that's up for, I don't know, debate, I guess. But in the meantime, we're going to be trying it out. We're going to be doing some we got to try it because it's fun. It's weird. So how do we get the Exodus in play in order to copy with Mimicking Miracles? If we were playing Classic, Storehouse would be the easiest way to do it, because the Classic Storehouse, of course, from Patriarchs, which actually holds the enhancements instead of putting them in your reserve. But Ramses is the other way to do it. The Forger's side says each discard phase you may hold an Old Testament enhancement from reserve here. It doesn't have to be an evil enhancement. Same thing with Mimicking Miracles. It doesn't have to copy an evil enhancement. It's just any enhancement. So you put the Exodus into Ramses in a discard phase, and then on your next turn or on your opponent's turn, you play Mimicking Miracles to copy it from there. As far as I know, that's the only way in rotation to get the Exodus into play in order to be copied. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. I know there are like classic cards where you can place an enhancement on someone's evil character, like I think Sower. Yeah, is a Disciples card that lets you do that. But I'm pretty sure that this is the only rotation way. So that's what we're trying to do. But doing that means we have to have unity for Egyptians, which, of course we want to mill our opponent and be able to use the Exodus as soon as possible, because if we copy it with my opponent not having 10 or fewer cards in deck and you're just discarding all of your evil cards in battle, that doesn't seem very good. So we definitely want to have them be low on cards, and Egyptians is definitely kind of the way to do that, but it's not really the best way to block. And like, I don't know. I think there's probably a better way to build it than what I did. Like this defense is chunky and it's decent because you just have so many different resources. I think that the some of the things that I am missing, well, the one thing for sure that I'm missing is Unknown Nation, and I just think that maybe a few of these evil characters need to be swapped around. Like Pharaoh's Servants seems okay, but not great. Maybe having a few like bigger impact evil characters that aren't Egyptians, but still kind of fit in the deck, and maybe moving away from the milling stuff and just kind of like being able to actually hold out until your opponent basically decks themselves, would be one way to go about it. And then you just have to either let those characters die, so maybe like Firefoxes, goes in, chumps, dies, or you can just bounce them later. I do have Oath of Purity in here because, as you can see, we do have Outsiders, which doesn't meet Unity. So we want to be able to bounce Outsiders if we still have them in territory when we're doing all the Ramses stuff, or if we want Pharaoh's Servants to be able to go off. I don't think I have enough capture stuff in order to make Pharaoh's Servants worth it. In the actual tournament game, I was using Potiphar's wife. I took her out for Sheol because Sheol needs to be in here, especially defensive heavy, add to battle stuff. Like, I kind of feel like even just running a few demons and gates might be worth it in order to make sure that you can just keep on blocking. Problem with demons is that they're just harder to get out of your territory. But the Great White Throne would be a really good answer to that. So yeah, maybe I'll revisit this deck and kind of tweak it and make it a little bit more competitive at some point. But this is kind of what I had time to put together for this thing, even though I've had this idea for a few weeks. Like, I've been just trying to make it work, and it's kind of tough. So I'm curious to see what you guys can come up with. I think that the correct version of this, if that's what you're really trying to do, is to trim down the offense, because we don't really need all that much. We just, like, if we're planning to win with Mimicking Miracles, copying the Exodus, that's a Lost Soul right there. And then we've got Son of God, Second Coming, and we need to rescue 2 more Lost Souls after that. And so I was like, oh yeah, put in Simon, Authority of Christ. That's usually a semi-guaranteed rescue. Lamb's Righteousness is pretty good with all of these low number white heroes and slaves in Egypt. Naaman Servant Girl maybe should have gone in here as well in order to really make sure that that was actually going to happen, and maybe this should be in reserve. There's a number of things that could probably be different in order to get more guaranteed rescues, but of course we put Angel of the Lord in here to make sure that in hopes that that would work. And then Royal Parade is always pretty good. Maybe Music Leader would be good to make sure that we're just recycling the music stuff. And the Lord Goes Before You is kind of the side battle way in order to get it done. And then of course we had to mix that with the Exodus stuff in order to have heroes to rescue, I guess. But maybe we don't need as many heroes as I put in here. So maybe Amram and Jochebed, Moses' parents, could come out. Maybe Miriam could come out, and maybe the offense could be just kind of focused a little bit more on you know stalling and like getting value, like refreshing your defense basically. So cards like Hannah to do some drawing. I felt like Noah, he was just kind of a good way to punch through an early one, especially without much backup, or with just like Royal Parade as backup. That's pretty good. So the other thought with Noah was kind of a tech against Luke, because he's been running a lot of Matthews since GOC came out, and I mean it's really Matthews is good. It's very like there's a high likelihood that if you sit across from an opponent, you don't know what deck they're playing. They have Matthew in it. Like it's probably more likely than most other heroes at this point. So Noah, Reverence Gnaw, Fountain of Living Water, Foreign Wives, Lurking, all great ways to let your opponent draw a whole bunch of cards with Matthew, and then hopefully get to 10 or fewer cards in their deck faster. So that was kind of part of my thinking with that, and it might be crazy, but I thought it was worth trying. Another thing to remember, because I almost forgot about this, but I was thinking about the deck and was like, oh yeah, we can't run Noah's Ark in here because that would protect our Exodus heroes from being rescued by our defense. So don't protect your heroes in your territory with stuff like Noah's Ark. I put in Storehouse instead, because I was like, well, might as well just protect my hand and give me an alternative to get to some of these Old Testament enhancements, especially Oath of Purity, which doesn't have too many other ways to come out of reserve, but is definitely needed if we need to bounce people like Noah and Simon or outsiders. That's pretty much the deck. It's a little bit weird. It could definitely be better. I think what I told Luke, it was during the tournament game when he saw that the deck was 63 cards. He was like, "What? Like what is going on here?" And I was just like, I don't know if it's just laziness, craziness, or brilliance. So I'm sure there's a little bit of each of those, maybe more of some than than the others. Um, but I think it was pretty cool and it was pretty fun. So let's go ahead and get into this game, which I should mention this game we started after the tournament game, like almost immediately after. I did make one switch that I mentioned with the Potiphar's wife and the Sheol, um, but we didn't have time to finish it. Like Luke only had a little bit of time after the tournament game because we weren't planning to play that game. I was just like, hey, you want to play again and see if this deck actually does something cool if you use a deck that's normal? And so he was like, yeah, I've got a little bit of time. So we started it, and then we finished it at 6 a.m. the next morning, because that's when Luke and I's schedules worked out the best, sort of. It was I'll probably complain about it a little bit in the video. Um, I don't normally wake up that early. I mean, it's not too much later that I normally wake up, but it's just even that little bit of time can make a difference. I wasn't too tired though. I don't know. Hopefully not. Maybe it showed in the video. Maybe you'll notice. I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the game right after this short break from our sponsors. This video is sponsored by Your Turn Games, a retailer of Redemption CCG with various products, such as singles, sealed product, and great deals on bundles like battle boxes and grab bags. They also have pre-built decks, such as Challenger decks in the $55 range, Contender decks in the $80 to $95 range, and Champion decks in the "this deck just placed at Nationals last year" range. They also have card supplies to keep you caught up on all of your gaming needs, and at no cost to you, they have Redemption resources such as the latest Redemption news, rules, tournaments that are coming up, and Redemption content such as this. So head on over to yourturngames.biz today, and a big thank you to them for supporting this content. Alright, here we go. It's your favorite dolls back.
favorite doll.
The first, you just had to draw some other lost souls with it. Bummer. Well, I rolled a 6.
You get to pick.
I will make you go first again. Haha.
I am going to use a star. Top deck, a good fort. Indeed.
You would.
I know.
That's pretty good. The first, you get to draw it right away. I have no star abilities.
Right. I'll use the first.
And I will use
Then
darkness.
Mhm.
Let's see. I guess I will grab Malachite's Slave.
All right.
What you got?
That one down.
You got that.
That one. And then let's. And doll is actually a bummer.
It's pretty
I haven't
good.
seen. It's not been played much. You forget how annoying it is.
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of those underestimated ones. Like a lot of people are doing OT Unity, and so they just don't
Right.
include doll. But in a defensive deck, it's definitely necessary, I think.
Well, I think. hmm, I think I'm still gonna. Seems so bad. All right, I'm gonna search.
Don't want to discard your high places.
It's a tempting offer. You always bring out such good offers, you know.
Yeah, I do what I can to just try to, make sure you you know all what's on the table, you know.
Right. Take it all into consideration.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab this David.
David. Okay. What do we want to do here? All right, I'm gonna start by playing Shipwreck on your storehouse.
No.
I was like, oh no, he's got storehouse right away. Oh wait, I've got Shipwreck right away.
You're like, actually, it's fine.
Yeah.
Uh, did you use doll?
No, no, I guess not. Oops. I
You
got
can
so
use it.
excited about Shipwreck. Um, okay, well, let's go with the Deceiver.
hmm
And um, let's just get things rolling with the Hard-Hearted Pharaoh. And I will discard the top card of your deck.
Oh no, not my Manasseh.
And I'll ban to an OT Egyptian, which will be a Malachite Slave.
Uh-oh, shouldn't have mocked it. Here comes another one.
Capture to you. And grab. Could do that, could do that. Any human. Um, let's just do Taskmaster. So reveal your top card. It is not a human, so we'll discard it. And I want to play an Evil Exodus enhancement. I don't think I will, so that'll be it for me.
Well, I am going to die.
Yay.
Let's see. Let's put down. Let's put
Yeah.
down that one.
Took out your Foreign Exile, which you probably don't even need now that you've got High Places out. Suppose you might have like a Sheol or something you can grab with it. But...
I suppose it's your go.
Alright, I will draw Humble Prosperity. I will use the Star ability on Delivered to discard your top card.
No.
We're doing the things.
No, one at a time.
Prosperity. Do I really care about Delivered? I don't think so. I'm going to discard Delivered. Draw 2. And then I will put down Artifact. I will activate a different artifact. Should I discard a random card from my deck? No, I'll just discard. Let's do Moses Kills Egyptian from my hand. Draw 2. And then I will you've got 5 cards in hand. Interesting. Yeah, alright, I'm going to make a rescue attempt with slaves in Egypt. I'm not going to capture.
No, I'm not gonna capture.
Nope.
Now, if this isn't suspicious, I don't know what is. Oh my goodness. Well, someone wants initiative.
Maybe.
Let's do King Saul. I will draw one. And then I will band to Doeg.
Wow.
And discard your slaves.
Alright, well, that gives me special initiative. So I will use Plague of Hail. What's that?
I was going to ask, when do I use high places if I want to exchange?
That would be after the ability is complete, which would include special initiative here.
Okay.
So in other words, you won't get to I'm gonna negate Doeg. Going to discard Taskmaster. And we'll hit your top 5. Wow.
2 Doms down.
It's pretty good. Although I don't like the first being on top. That's not really beneficial for milling.
And then that comes in play, so I do that now, right?
Yep.
And that is trigger from my high places.
Which I don't know. I don't think that would resolve yet, though.
The one for the Miklos Soul coming in play.
Um,
That one would.
I don't know that it would necessarily, because it's not part of the Miklos Soul entering. Like, the first resolves because it's part of the discard on Plague of Hail, I think.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm pretty sure Plague of Hail would have to finish before High Places finishes, but I'm not positive on that.
We can play it that way. I think you have a better grasp on the nuance than I do.
I'm pretty sure that's how it would work.
Okay.
But yeah, I could be wrong.
No, that we can do it that way. So you're discarding high places.
Right, yes.
All right. Then it is your initiative.
That it is. Oops. Alright. I will let Slaves in Egypt die.
All right. Block. Look at King Saul and Doeg getting work done.
Doing their thing. Then I will pass the turn. Yeah.
Hmm. All right. Three. First. And I will first. Hmm.
So is Doeg like a Noah tech or something?
It was just something I was wanted to try. Um, so basically, this is a Gates of uh, Judah deck,
Mm-hmm.
but the kings are just lacking a little bit. So I was seeing if there's anybody I could ban to have some more, I don't know, staple blocks.
Right.
So that was just one of the ones I saw. I was like, it might be worth trying.
Yeah. I mean, he's decent. He was part of the type half winning deck at 2017 Nationals.
Huh. Tight hat. All right. Well, I guess first thing is I'm gonna go ahead and play these before they go down
Wow.
somehow. Uh, I
Before they
don't know what you
disappear.
got in there, but we're gonna take your humble and your doll.
Mm-hmm. Well, they were definitely safer in your hand than your deck, so.
Oh, but I still can't trust you that much.
Fair enough.
Uh, huh. And now I guess we'll play a Meek Mary,
Mm-hmm.
but we can Solomon's Dream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and let's get. Oh, this is actually I didn't realize this is the fun about playing Mill, right? You discarded the card I'm searching for currently, so I'm trying to see what I should take instead.
Searching for Matthew, maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Reassuring Angels, obviously.
Uh,
Yeah, I did that
that was in
to
the first iteration. Uh,
Josh in our game too.
Discarded the thing he needed.
Yeah. Uh, but that was just a random one with delivered at the beginning of the game. I hit his Chronicles, and so he played Wages once to get Shipwreck, and then the second time he played it, he was like, "Oh, I guess I don't actually have any targets."
Nice. Well, I guess I just gotta choose. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab. Let's go ahead and take a woes
Well, it was before it goes.
before it goes.
Fair enough.
Then let's do. Yeah, let's go for. Well, David and ban to King Jehu, and I can exchange him with human, non-royal human.
Hmm.
So Mary rumbling in here, and
I
we
don't
will
know. She was of the
discard
royal
your
line, so.
Pharaoh.
Or I guess, yeah, I think maybe she. I don't remember if she was or not. I think she was, right? I mean,
Member
Joseph
of the
for sure
royal line.
was, but maybe not. Okay, so discard Pharaoh because he is a royal human.
Do you
Sad.
do you think that Mary really might be royal?
I've heard speculation, I guess, that people think the like genealogy in uh one of like because the genealogies are in Matthew and Luke, and people
Right.
think that like oh since they differ a little bit, then it might just be that one of them is Mary's uh, line and the other is Joseph's, but it seems more likely that it's just the way that they did genealogies was that they didn't include every name, um,
Oh, sure.
and so it's just kind of certain notable people. But okay, Pharaoh is discarded. I'm going to ask for dominant initiative.
Yep.
I'm going to play three woes as evil and negate Jehu.
No.
It's the downside about him staying in play.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then I will block with the hard-hearted Pharaoh, and we'll hit your top card.
Oh, big money.
Ooh,
Ah,
another dominant. Let's go.
that's three.
All right, and you are uh, is a Jehu's a 4-6. I don't. I feel like I've never actually had to add up the numbers on Jehu. Like if you asked me before today, I probably couldn't tell you what the X is on his strength. I probably would have been
Yeah.
able to figure it out because I remember what the old school Jehu was, but
Right.
his was just the number of evil characters in play because he was just evil. But anyways, you are 14, 17, so my initiative.
Hmm. Yes.
All right, I am going to um, you have a negate. I don't know. I'm just going to play no straw. And since more than one hero is in battle, I will return this card to my hand after battle. And top deck all heroes in battle.
Um. So that can be negated because you're trying to return it, right?
Correct.
Right. Let's go for woes on that one.
Boo. I guess you did search for that, so that makes sense. Okay, so that is Woest.
It
Um,
was really hard not to play it on Pharaoh.
I
I
suppose, yeah,
maybe I should have. I don't know.
yeah. Um, all right, well, then I will play Reclaimed by Egypt and capture David.
Or David.
Yeah.
Me or you?
Captures to me.
So you're taking Dave. Then is it my initiative?
Yep.
All right. Um, hmm, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and play Faith. I'm gonna
Hmm.
go to my reserve and grab a Faith of Barak.
Sure.
And we're gonna try and discard you, but unfortunately Mary's in play, so you can withdraw instead.
Okay. So I will choose to withdraw. That would give me special initiative still. So I will play foreign horses to interrupt that.
No.
Draw two. And nice. I'm gonna play evicted to discard
Ah,
Jehu and Jotham.
oh no.
And yes, I did draw
Getting
into evicted with foreign
massacred.
horses.
That's just not fun. That is not right. Ugh, my poor side of the board over here. Just dwindling.
Can't handle a real defense. You need 100 cards.
Oh man. Um, hmm, let's see.
I mean, to be fair, I haven't rescued any lost souls either, so.
But I think I might just run out of resources here before long. Uh, yeah, it is. You go.
Alright, drama 3. What do we got? We've got an Evil Woes that has no great targets, so I guess we're negating Mary. I've got a um, Broken Covenant that isn't really going to do me a whole lot of good. So we're going to deactivate that, and I will activate David's Harp instead. And let's go find uh, hmm, I'm going to grab Royal Parade. And then I will make a rescue attempt with Hannah.
Anna.
She's back.
Oh man.
At least,
Back and doing the same thing as last time.
back from the previous game, I guess.
I almost put down my sword.
Nice.
Uh, I should have. I should have remembered.
And she's not a prophet, so that's good. Um, but who knows? Maybe I'll draw a multicolor good card, and then you'll get to draw a bunch too. Um,
Oh, you're Noah.
yeah, maybe. Maybe I've already got them in hand. Who knows? So I will draw 7. I've got a Lawless. And I will use that on myself. And there comes a Forsaken. That's kind of nice. And an evil card to take. Guess I'll just take Martyr. Have that ready. Alright, that's my rescue.
Which ones to go with? And you had to have drawn a negate, right?
Maybe.
I'm gonna try it anyways. I'm gonna draw one. And,
The band is negated, so you might want to go with just Doeg if that's the plan.
oh, you you want me to leave it or
No, you can
can
you can switch it back.
I?
We're not in the tournament anymore, so yeah.
So, so a little bit more grace.
Otherwise, I totally would be like, no.
Yeah. Just know you have to look at your mistake the
Yep.
rest of this battle.
Yep.
Um, I am gonna go for a Doeg though. Try and discard you.
Well, this one I can. Uh, it was kind of a face-up play, but I will.
Oh, right.
That one I'll make you stick to.
Yeah. All right. There you go.
Yay, got one after 2 games. uh,
Lord.
I'm honestly just happy that I got to my Son of God and Second Coming in the first game. So I got that, a little bit of differential. Put
Right.
down Zadok and Moses and David and Egyptian wise men and Egyptian magicians, and I will pass the turn.
Right. Well, well, well. What do we do?
Oh, you know what? Totally could have just negated Doeg with my David's harp. Or, drawn another card.
Ooh. I always forget that card does so many things.
It does things other than search for a music enhancement and let David play first.
Right. Like, how much more can it really do?
Yep, yep.
Um, I guess we'll start by activating that.
The book.
Um,
Got an Eternal Covenant in there.
oh, unfortunately, that didn't make the cut.
I feel like that's one that could, like, if I'm running Book of the Covenant and, like, I need another Covenant to add, that's one that's like the 11th card in the reserve for me a lot of times.
It's up there.
Yeah. It's like, should be in there, but I just can't find I can't justify a slot for it most of the time.
Right. Okay, I think I will just try. Yeah, we'll try for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use that. Go grab that. Put.
Wait. What did you
Down.
get Covenant with David with?
What's that? Oh, sorry. Wait a second. Let me get a card that is actually searchable with
I was like,
with
suddenly you can get 2 Covenants with Book of the Covenant now.
Let's see. I'll grab. Uh, yeah, gosh.
Yeah, he seems pretty good. Yeah, it's not like
All
fantastic
right.
right now, but
He's still Josh,
yeah.
but not going to be anything unbelievable. Let's see. I think let's just go ahead and go with uh, Josh will underdeck your put Nile underdeck.
Harp, I assume.
Yeah. And then let's try and discard your Pharaoh.
Discard Pharaoh. It's not very nice. That's actually pretty decent. I feel like there are a pretty good chunk of evil characters that have discard abilities now, one way or some way or another. Yeah,
I actually just really like the defensive side of this guy.
oh, that too. Yeah, that's pretty good. But just like terrifying beast, people play
Yeah.
that. Uh, yeah, Burrito Mission. Let's see. How do we block Amaziah the Just? Um, I think I will. Is it 4 or 5? I'm gonna block with Outsiders. And you've got 7 cards. I've got more than that, so I will just draw 3. And I'm a 3/3. Initiative.
Yep.
I will. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna play Mercenary Chariots and prevent the next enhancement.
And I will die.
Woohoo! I'm not sure when. I assume you could take Mercenary Chariots if you want at this point, even though it's not equipped. Not positive on that, but
Oh, weird. Um, which I suppose I so I can discard a card to take it.
if you want to, yeah. Otherwise, it's
I
just going
think
to go to
I'll
my discard
discard.
pile. So
I think I'll actually discard this.
nice,
Take it. Yeah.
fair enough.
Um,
Reduces your brigades by a few at least.
but
Although,
I feel like it's one that's worth putting down.
yeah,
Um, negate stuff,
Amon.
and it's here you go.
Okay, I'll draw 3. And no stars, no souls. Woes is evil, so I will negate book. We've got um, got a Sheol. Got a Reverence and Awe. We'll go find my storehouse. And I'll put that down. Let's do Egypt. And go find. Um, hmm. I'll
And
grab Janice.
I think I'm gonna have to go here soon.
Oh no. Um,
And I think my woes was a good one, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think it was because I remember you setting down Storehouse and thinking bummer.
Oh yeah, and you played it on Reclaimed by Egypt when I tried to,
That's
or no straw when I tried to top deck your heroes, your David and your Jotham. Um, okay, so let's put down Moses' parents. I'm going to flip over Magician's Staves and we'll throw that on the Magicians. Not sure if that's worth doing.
and I guess since we left and came back, I am negating your Moses parents right now. I think in your souls.
Yes, with Amon. Yep.
Yeah.
And woes. Uh,
It was on Mary, but I guess you can update it now.
oh, my woes was on your book. I remember that.
Oh, it was on book.
Yep. I was thinking about your woes. What that was on.
Oh, I don't think I updated Target, to be
Oh,
honest.
okay.
Or I put it on, I may have put it on one of your Lost Souls, but I don't, I really can't remember.
Hmm. Well,
Oh well.
everybody watching the video is probably like, "Oh, you put it on this, obviously." This was
Yeah,
only
how
like
can this
five
guy
minutes
not
ago.
remember it?
Okay. Well, what do we want to do here? We got a Doeg that discards and prevents. Um.
I kind of like that. The chariots on a like character like a Doeg. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Still gets royal paraded, but
True. Well, against a meek hero.
hmm
Um. Let's see. Suppose I could just do that. Yeah, okay. I will make a rescue attempt with uh, Simon the Zealous, and I will convert him. Actually, no, let's not convert him. I'm just going to reveal this Angel of the Lord and choose Amon to block.
mm, Aemon it is.
And then I will use said Amon, or Angel of the Lord to discard Amon.
Yeah, he's a goner.
Boom.
That was clean. Did you plan that attack all night?
Yeah, I was up thinking. I actually woke up at 4 a.m. And I've been thinking about my attack for the last 2 hours. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, let's see. Then I will put down the murdering pharaoh, and I will pass the turn.
All right. Oh, at least you killed my Aemon.
What's that?
Said you killed my Aemon, so I get to use the first.
I get to use it anyway because it would disrupt Amon's unity.
Oh, so it does work through him?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that when I added it in here. I'm glad that it does work that way.
The more you know.
Yeah. book thing. Uh, woes, I suppose, needs to go on. I think it needs to go on your negate banding soul. Yeah. Let's go ahead and use Covenant with Abraham. Uh, get Bethlehem.
Bethlehem.
Yeah,
What a card.
it is. It's got pretty sweet, but I think most of my guys are dead at this point. No, I guess I still got one in there. Hmm. Yeah, we'll play that down as a site, and then
Interesting.
Joshua's sword. And we're gonna go ahead with uh, I'm gonna go with uh, Joshua, and he will underdeck your shield, and then
Uh,
Jehu's sword is gonna try and discard your Egyptian magicians.
and I can discard a card of match made from territory or reserve instead.
Yep,
So, and you're not exchanging with Joshua.
I'm going to
Oh,
exchange for Mary. Yeah.
has to be an OT red hero.
Oh, she can test. Uh-huh. But yeah, so it'll be Josh.
Okay. I will discard outsiders instead. Um, then I'm gonna block with Janice. We'll underdeck Ramses from my reserve. Then I'm gonna ban two Egyptian magicians. It's going to reveal the bottom card, which will be Ramses. So I'll put that into my hand and draw one. I will ban two Egyptian wise men, and I will exchange a card in hand for um, Egyptian army.
Oof.
We'll send that card to reserve. Then I will ban to Exodus Egyptian, which will be only bans to a generic Egyptian warrior. It's unfortunate. Yeah, well, I'll ban to Egyptian army, and I will discard the top two of your deck.
Right.
Ah, yes, the first. Welcome back.
The first is so good against the mill thing. It's kind of ridiculous.
It is pretty good. And I guess it still kind of accomplishes the goal if you decide to draw of getting the cards out of your deck, but it just
That's true.
puts them into your hand instead of discarding them, which is not ideal.
Yeah. All
Um,
right.
and that is my block.
You're not negating enhancements with anything, right?
Nope.
Alright, I'm gonna play Faith.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to discard pile for this one.
And I'm gonna ask for dominant initiative.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really want that to happen.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's probably an argument for playing that before Faith, but
Yeah. You make me use it a multi-purpose card in a single way.
yeah.
And then it is your go.
Okay, draw 3. Also, um, hmm. So upkeep, right? Yep. I will take. I'll take summon to interpret from reserve with storehouse.
Alright.
We'll have woes on book still. And really don't have a good attack here, which is weird. I'm gonna play Ramses. I mean, it's not like weird in the sense of this deck because it's not really big on attacking, but it's just weird in the state of this game. Um, I'm gonna play Ramses as a fortress. And then I will um, play Pharaoh's daughter as an evil character. And yeah, I can probably. I've only got one good brigade now, so my Broken Covenant only draws me one card. Unfortunate. Alright, I think I'm going to make a rescue attempt with Hannah. And we'll take a look at your hand there. Alright, solid 3 brigades for me. Not too bad.
I don't know if you have noticed this, but after playing Matthew, I go on a card with like Hannah or Lying Prophet, and I'm like, what? Only three? I'm like spoiled.
um, yeah, fair enough. Well, that's my rescue.
All right. Well, we still cannot get initiative, so I'm just gonna go uh call. I'll draw one.
Mm-hmm. That's why you negated Forsaken. So you could get that draw 1.
Absolutely.
Or I guess 2 off the first.
I'll draw for the first, and I will stand to Doeg and hmm. And you obviously have something, but I'm gonna try and discard Hannah.
Yep, that'll work. I just wanted to draw.
Oh, all right.
And I will not discard for Mercenary Chariots.
All right.
I will put down Pharaoh's Servants. Maybe I'll give you your David back.
Really?
Maybe.
What a guy. I would love to have Davy back.
I'll put down Jambres, and I will go to my discard phase, and I will use Ramses. Can hold an OT enhancement, so it does not have to be evil. I will uh, drop the Exodus into there. Since you're getting down there. And then I will pass the turn.
And I'll draw from the first. Oh, the soul. All right. Let's see. Let's put down a gate and a shield. Close we can. Over book. I'll turn over Book of the Law, and I'll bounce Mary.
Mm-hmm. Need that protection, huh?
Oh yeah. That CBP protection.
Oh yeah.
Boom. Let's see here. Yep, and I think I'm just gonna go with Simon. I'll negate your souls, and we will convert him to choose Pharaoh's daughter to block.
Oh. That's not very nice.
Not nice at all.
Um,
My initiative.
let's see. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna ask for dominant initiative.
Yep.
We'll play Son of God and rescue this one. Play Second Coming, search for Son of God. So you can trigger Sheol if you want.
Oh, here. Why not put another card in my deck?
There you go. Then I'll rescue this one.
Right.
And then I will. Oh, it's unfortunate. I was gonna add Pharaoh's Servants to battle, but the top card of your deck is the first, and then the bottom card of your deck is a Lost Soul, so probably no point in doing that.
You
Yeah.
would give me my David back. That's a good point.
If I give you your David back, will you not play Authority of Christ?
Ooh, I don't know if I can make that deal. I suppose you could always hope.
I really should not have put down Jambres. It's gonna be. Oh, man. You had like the one thing that you needed in order for me to not actually pull this off. And it makes me very sad.
And keep you on your toes. Can't let you do whatever you want.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. That was supposed to be the exciting part, though, you know? Alright. Just Get it over with.
Woohoo!
So silly. Okay.
What a card.
Yep. That's really, really sad. Means I'm gonna have to like play this deck again against someone else who will, let me do fun things.
But someone a little bit nicer.
Yep. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Well, or I just have to be smarter about like not doing what I did. Yeah.
After that, it is your go.
Okay. Um, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to win the not fun way, maybe. Uh,
Wow, the confidence. I guess I'll just win now.
well, that's what I was hoping to do on your turn, actually.
Wait, you're gonna steal my turn somehow, or
I was gonna do something.
side battle and play the Exodus?
Something like that.
Does that work?
Let's see. Um, just gotta
Ooh, no, it wouldn't work.
get around your dough egg. I'll use storehouse to grab the Lord goes before you.
Mm-hmm.
I will play Love Righteousness to go get. Hmm. We're getting to the point where uh, dough egg is beginning to be a problem. Um, let's see. I didn't put my woes in anything. That's all right. I'll just grab slaves in Egypt.
I will use fuel. Forgot the first time, but by golly, 7 cards in my deck. Ah,
All right. We'll take the Exodus from Ramses. Maybe I just wait. I will put down foreign wives. I will play cling to power. I'll grab lurking.
hmm. Um, I wonder if I underdeck here if I don't because of the first. Yeah, I guess I will not.
Okay. And I will activate Broken Covenant. I will discard lurking to draw 2. And I guess that would be okay. I will play Emmaus Road. Search for Fountain of Living Water. And then it protects kings and queens of Judah and territory. Okay.
Correct.
I'll play Falling Away to convert Mary to gold. Then I will, let's see, what dominance have you played so far? Probably not ones that win you the battle on defense. Played 5 of them. So there's probably a Chronicles left and maybe a Martyr. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. I'll go with Simon. We'll convert him to Meek and choose Mary to block.
Mary. Does Mary disrupt my unity on Sheol?
Yes.
It is your initiative.
Alright, we'll play Fountain of Living Water. And I will take and add Authority of Christ to battle.
Right. With your search, I'll trigger my Sheol.
You do not have Unity.
Ah, that's true.
After I play
No!
Authority of Christ.
Oh no. I go down.
Oh, actually. Oh,
But
man.
King Saul stays in
Yeah,
play.
King Saul's is protected. I forgot about that.
Oh, yes. Did you want to do something else or leave it like that?
No, that's fine.
All right. So I'm not dead yet. You're telling me.
Yep.
We will go with
Just the roundabout way to get rid of Doeg.
so I will go ahead and I guess I can still use shield to underdeck the soul,
Yeah.
right? All right. Yep. That's what I'll do.
Okay. I will put down a good slaves in Egypt, and I will pass. So I guess I should have used my woes to negate your gates of Jerusalem. That would have made sense.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Those will put me. Yeah, I think I just try that. So I'll bounce my Simon. Um, hmm. All right. I'm gonna attack with Meek Hezekiah, and I will use Book of the Law to top deck a good card from my reserve. Let's top deck that one.
Okay.
There's my rescue.
And if blocked from hand, you get to search for a good card. Guess I'll block with Foreign Wives. My initiative.
It is.
I will play Abandonment to withdraw Hezekiah.
Going to. I'll interrupt and try and bounce you.
I'll play Foreign Spears to negate that.
That, and then withdrawing me. And then I will use Gates to add a Meek King. Battle.
Jehoshaphat. 12-7. So it's mutual, but it would be my initiative. I will pass.
Draw you.
Yes, because a female hero is in play. But, I can't withdraw because it's not male. I will, okay, I will be discarded. And I will give you David.
Got my David back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I knew you could do it somehow.
We'll set down that dude. And it is your go.
Okay, Punisher. Got a star ability on Emmaus Road, and I'll look at your hand.
All right.
What do we got here? Golden Calf Worship. Okay. Woes will be on Gates of Jerusalem this time. I will not use Storehouse.
What did you say? What was this on?
Gates of Jerusalem.
Okay.
I will put down artifact. And I will make a rescue attempt with slaves in Egypt. I will not capture.
Getting that initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 90. Let's do this one.
Mm-hmm.
And we will discard, or yeah, I'll discard your Broken Covenant.
Sure.
And I will not search my reserve.
Okay.
You're Nish.
I will play the Exodus, and I will rescue Moses.
No. You
Uh,
got me.
Silly Simon. Oh man, I was so excited to be able to do it. I was like, oh, even if he uses temple dedication and protects, like, so here's what was gonna happen, what I wanted to happen. So
Okay.
Exodus was sitting over there in Ramses.
Right.
5 block with Janus, an underdeck evil enhancement with an Exodus reference from reserve, which is mimicking miracles. And then ban 2 Egyptian magicians, reveal mimicking miracles, and add it to battle. I can copy the special ability on the Exodus
What?
because it doesn't copy the Unity clause.
Weird.
So uh, if you have 10 or fewer cards in your deck, then I can rescue a lost soul on defense.
That is crazy.
So that's what I was hinting at a few weeks ago when I was like, oh, I might have found a way to rescue 2 in a turn because he could do this in a side battle and still win the main battle as well.
Oh, weird. And what makes this different from like what um Tyler was trying to do?
So what Tyler was trying to do, it wasn't Lamb's righteousness, but it was, I think he was just trying to do the Exodus, or I don't
He was
know.
playing that other gold one that reserves a bunch of heroes.
Oh,
And so
right, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
and
So the difference there is that um, when you're in battle, if you rescue a lost soul in a like, it makes that battle a battle challenge. If you rescue a lost soul via something like Lamb's Righteousness or Lost Sheep,
yeah,
then it makes that into a battle challenge. So it basically, has the uh, the clarifying text, I guess, on Lamb's Righteousness that if you do restrict yourself from rescuing additional cards this turn, is essentially the rule for other cards, I guess. But because this was printed before that rule was in place. Um, but yeah, so if you use Eternal Inheritance or Lost Sheep or whatever, I guess Eternal Inheritance says battle continues as a battle challenge. But the reason that that's not on Lost Sheep is because that's just the rule now.
gotcha.
Um, but
But
this,
this is a
since it's in
separate
this,
battle.
yeah, since it's in the side battle, it's not uh, rescuing the same way.
That is very cool.
So yeah,
I
it's not like game breaking, so I don't know if it'll necessarily be fixed, but it is kind of weird, I guess.
yeah, I could see some people getting really confused that they lost on their turn.
Yep, yep. And if you just hadn't chosen the blocker, uh,
I thought when I saw all these and David that you were for sure like trying to mill me out and then like win with the cross or something because that's what I want to do.
I mean that's sort of what it was, but not quite.
Yeah.
My deck wasn't fast enough to be able to win because I don't have to deck out for this one. It's just that's why I was hoping you were just gonna play a regular Matthew deck because I put in like Fountain of Living Water, Lurking, Foreign Wives, Noah, like all these multi brigade cards in the main deck. So I was just like, well, if he just keeps on going with Matthew, as long as I can find ways to actually block, then he's gonna get through his deck in no time.
That's hilarious. So you were like actually just baiting to try and get me to draw as much as possible.
A little bit. I mean, like I figured that. I mean, well, every deck both decks that you played, you were using Matthew, but
I
um,
think I've put him in every deck that I've played since he came out.
yeah. So I kind of figured that like even if you weren't playing your regular Disciples deck, you would be playing Matthew in some way. So
Yeah, you had really good odds since I'm like, yeah, he fits in Kings of Judah.
yeah. Then of course I milled him.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and Reverence and there's one more.
you got all the rainbow there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So close, but that's all right. I think it might be kind of fun to refine this deck a little bit, bring it down to probably 57, and
Why
yeah.
why wouldn't you cut it down to 50 to just make it consistently able to do this?
I mean, because I got a block for a while,
Ah,
so the defense is fairly sizable. I don't know. I probably could cut out some of the offense and just go like super heavy defense with more add to battles and stuff. Like, Sheol was definitely a good add. Unknown Nation would probably be good. I'd even put in Pharaoh's Servants. I don't know if that's necessarily the right move without enough
right.
capture, but
I think uh I think you should just cut the offense way down and just play like Simon with 5 battle winners for him.
he
The
is
rest of the
ridiculously good.
deck.
Well, I do need a few Exodus heroes for the Exodus, and then wanted to have the David's harp thing for the Lord Goes Before You, said I could do that in side battle.
That's true. It probably would make sense to have the searching enhancement that baits your opponent to search too, because that basically takes 5 right there out of the deck.
Oh, Song of Moses. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that seems like it would fit pretty well because you could, I mean, essentially you could, they're gonna take 5 heroes. I mean, no one's gonna pass that up. And then if you're
Yeah.
also playing Plague of Hail that turn, that's 10. Uh,
Yeah, of course that means that I just have to have 5 heroes that I actually want to search for. That's like
yeah,
worth giving my opponent their 5 best heroes.
that
I don't
is
think my
true.
5 best heroes in this deck are better than the average.
Oh, it'll be a great test for your defense to see how good it really is.
That's true. I just gotta have like a few board wipes and stuff. Yeah, I wish there wasn't Unity on Ramses. That would make it a little bit easier to build the defense. It's like
Yeah,
I splashed into Outsiders. I figured that that was probably necessary for speed and just for answering their territory if I fall behind. But yeah, other than that, it's all Egyptians and I guess Deceiver. But
there is did you have the gold crimson guy that discards the top when
no, because
heroes
he's
come
not
into play?
Egyptian.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I mean otherwise that would be pretty cool with Song of Moses. But
Yeah.
yeah, otherwise I definitely would. I don't know. Might be worth it anyways. I did put Oath of Purity in reserve just in case like I can't get rid of my Outsiders or I need to bounce one of my dual sided heroes.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe Outcasts would be worth it since I don't really need Ramses until toward the end when your deck is getting close to empty.
Yeah. Hmm. It's pretty cool all the same.
Yep. Now I can build the Type 2 version. Try to no get
Well,
two
I'll
copies
be
of Mimicking
pretty excited.
Miracles.
What more could you ask for at that point?
Yeah, I mean it would be kind of cool. You get 2 copies of Mimicking Miracles. You can use 2 copies of Mist to get Mimicking Miracles back.
And
Just
then you just gotta mill your opponent for 100.
yeah, no big deal. Should be fine.
Yeah.
And just do a gold offense. Do some reserving.
Hmm. I mean, in all reality, you did discard three of my dominants that game,
That's true. But
which,
yeah, that was pretty good. Side,
yeah,
yeah, Angel of Lord definitely would have hurt me. Harvest Time, I guess, wouldn't have been too bad since I got rid of your high places, but then yeah,
yeah.
awesome things that would have hurt. But all right, well,
Well,
thanks for the second chance. Almost got there.
so close. You still did get your Exodus victory in some regards, though.
That's true. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Can take
Yep.
solace in that. Sounds like
Oh,
we're not playing each other in the first round of Top Cut though. So
no, it looked like I had Demon Hunter.
yep. So good luck with that,
Oh,
and
yep. Good luck on your next game.
yep. Thanks, and maybe we'll see each other again if all goes well.
Rematch.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, we'll catch you
Bye,
later.
Jaden.